Now it's the last weekend of summer for students over at Clovis Unified. Classes are back in session officially on Monday, so teachers and staff are working hard to get everything ready by that first bell. A lot to do, and we are joined live now this morning with Clovis Unified Superintendent Eimear O'Farrell. Superintendent, good morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us.
Good morning.
And first off, we know we have excitement surrounding the first day back, all as districts go back, and it's that time of year, but COVID is also on our minds as we enter the school year. What kind of safety precautions does the district have in place for students?
Well, as you'll all remember, we had many of our students back last year, so we learned a lot about safety, and we have literally wrapped our schools in safety. We've got our new needlepoint bipolar ionization air filtration systems at all of our schools. We've got, our updated sanitation and cleaning practices, more time dedicated to hygiene, that kind of thing, modifications to our movement around campuses. We're limiting visitors. And of course, we have extensive contact tracing, and we'll all be wearing face coverings. So essentially, we have wrapped our schools in safety measures in our efforts to make sure that we can keep all our kids safe, as we did last year when we had about half of our students back most of the school year.
Right, with the hybrid models that Clovis Unified implemented as well. And talk about educational supports in place for students, Superintendent, who maybe fell behind a little bit and need some remedial help.
Yes, well, we have an extensive team of intervention teachers and counselors and personnel, both academically and social emotionally, and they were all working last year. Many of our kids were in person, as I mentioned, and of course, at least half of our kids were online. But we are implementing what I would call an amplified version of our normal back to school program, where we like to meet all of our children where they're at on any given year, because on any given year they're coming from a multitude of different places. But this summer we did double our numbers at summer school, our numbers of students and staff, and also our number of school sites that offered summer school. And with the expansion to our teams as well, we're very confident that we'll be able to take care of our kids on the multiple levels that we're expecting to need to get them back to where they need to be. But I will tell you that every teacher last year told me that once their kids were on campus with their teacher, that it made such a difference. So I never underestimate the power of just that classroom teacher and helping our kids get back to normal.
Sure, that makes sense. That real interaction, that face-to-face interaction. Yeah. And last question, Superintendent, this can be fun. What is your top tip for parents and kids as they get ready in these last few days before the first day back?
Well, I would say, I always say attitude is everything. So, let's get our attitude of excitement and enthusiasm for our kids. Let's take those first day of school pictures and send them to us. And we have some new things in place. For example, this year we have free breakfast and lunch for every student in Clovis Unified. Our campus catering team have been developing all sorts of new recipes. I've tried a few myself. So we've got an exciting year planned. So I would just say, bring your can-do positive attitude and we'll be good.
Some good food and some good attitudes. I love it. Superintendent Eimear O'Farrell, thank you so much for joining us bright and early this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, take care. We know hundreds of